everything you've done.
Thank you.
I've had a lot of fun watching you on screen.
Thanks.
And now to have you sitting across from me along with your lovely wife,
Amy,
who's being quiet.
who's from Little Rock.
Yes.
And that brought me here. But I grew up in a small southern town, Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Okay.
And then I went out to LA for 30 years, never feeling quite easy. You know, I always felt uneasy. And I always hung out with Southerners, and now here we are back. I've come full circle. I'm back in a smaller southern community, and I feel a lot more comfortable than LA.
Okay.
I call LA the big uneasy, as opposed to the big easy, you know.
One on one side of the country,
Right,
one on the other.
exactly. Right.
Well,
Yeah, well, there is a similarity from Stripes to Beverly Hills Cop, because where Stripes was a vehicle for Cheech and Chong, the first Beverly Hills Cop was really a vehicle for Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
Who was at that time in '84 Paramount's biggest star. 'Cause
Yes.
He just come off of Rocky, and I don't know if you've done Rambo
I
yet,
think
but-
First Blood was right around that time too. The
Okay.
first one, yeah.
All right. So Sly was it. He had his own bungalow, and actually, okay. So what happened was, Beverly Hills Cop was originally a drama. It was a Sylvester Stallone vehicle, a movie that was written for him about a Detroit cop from the wrong side of the tracks that comes to LA to avenge the death of his friend. So
Okay.
that part's the same.
Okay.
But it wasn't a comedy. And I was cast, and then I doubt if, well, maybe by me saying this they'll hear about it, but Stallone had to approve me because I was taller.
That's not a secret. If you've ever been to a Planet Hollywood and seen the statue, you know he's not necessarily the tallest guy. So.
I guess he had. I just walked in like Gomer Pyle. I wasn't going to lose this role. This was this time Billy Rosewood was a rookie that Sly meets and then gets brutally murdered in the film, which I was thrilled about.
Okay.
So I had to go into his bungalow, and I said, "Oh, hey, Mr. Stallone, this isn't anything like I've seen before. Man, is that a real tiger skin rug?" You know. So I was definitely not any kind of threat, you know. And so by the time I got to my car, I got a call saying, "Yeah, it's okay. He's approved you." Anyway, then he rewrote sequences of the film Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
One of the things he took it on himself to write this. It was a great sequence. It was just too expensive. Going down Rodeo Drive, the most expensive street in LA, or maybe the country.
Right.
And he has Axel slamming into Bentleys and Rolls Royces, and it was like millions of dollars, you know. And so the studio said, "Oh my gosh, we can't do this. It's just too much," and we weren't going to spend this much on the movie. I think it was like between $12 and $15 million.
Which
is
back then was a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. So they had to figure out, we can't say no to our biggest star. So what do? Jeffrey Katzenberg, who went on to do Shrek, and he's a very clever man. He ran Disney's movie division for a long. He was head of production at Disney for a long time. Anyway, he goes to Stallone and says, "I know you like this Beverly Hills Cop movie, but we have something better. It's called Cobra." and we really think it's better for you. And luckily he said yes. But then I thought I was out of a job.
Oh.
They were okay because they had placated their biggest star, but I was without a job. Well, they didn't ditch the movie.
Okay.
And so about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks later, I was in an Eddie Murphy movie.
Okay.
But it wasn't a comedy. So all that to say, just like Stripes, we had to rewrite our way through it. We had the help of Sam Simon, who went on to create The Simpsons.
Okay.
He was somebody that was brought on board, but we really had to cover our butt because there was a lot of stuff that was not funny. And so, like these stakeout scenes with me and John Ashton, my partner, we had to come up with all that stuff about red meat. And,
right.
You know, it was kind of the what we figured out was he's the henpecked husband and I'm the overly concerned wife. You know, and so we came up with that stuff. We were flying by the seat of our pants, which Eddie didn't mind at all. You know, that was Eddie's world, but it wasn't mine. So, you know, it might have taken a couple of years off, which was fine because I was just 24. But
You were just 24 when they shot Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and Eddie was 22. Yeah, 2 years ago.
That's amazing. Keep that in mind next time you watch Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.